Hello, Delightful Services. This is Greg here. We connected on the Atlanta Home Flipping Facebook group, and I saw that you were posting you were advertising your services in that Facebook group and offered to send you a video showing you what you might be able to do with your website to allow it to be more visible in Google when your customers most likely are starting their research. They're going to be in Google. So getting your website visible in Google to those potential customers is a really great automated way of growing your business and having those jobs come to you. So I'm going to take a look at your website, and I'm going to give you some suggestions as to what you would need to do to get that visibility. So by way of overview, it's about beating your competition in Google. 95% of all large ticket purchases start in Google. Usually research, and then through that research finding vendors that can do the work. Now, remodeling is a high ticket item, so most of your customers will be starting in Google. So I'm going to give you suggestions in three areas. Content, we're going to look at your website and take a look at the content from a quality and quantity point of view. Then I'm going to explain to you the importance of backlinks. This is anytime another website links to your website. Those links create trust, because if Google trusts those sites that you are associated with, they will by association trust you too. Lastly, I'm going to talk about citations. Any mention of your business name, address, and phone number in an online directory. What this does is helps you win the maps section of any Google search. Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I offering to do this video for you? Well, firstly, I know that business owners are busy. You're busy running your businesses, and you don't always have time or expertise to think about the marketing of your business. I am able to help in that regard. But the first thing I do is I offer this free information. You use this information as you will, and if you have any further questions or need any further help, I'm more than willing to help out. So let's talk about content. As I look at your website, the first thing that I'm struck with is it's really visually engaging. Gorgeous pictures being used, high quality, high gloss, high res images, which is fantastic, very engaging, and would help conversion when customers land on your website. What Google cares more about, though, are the words, the quality and the quantity of the written content in your website. So let's talk about quantity first. Quantity is very important. You need to write at least 1,500 words on your homepage and at least 500 words per services page in the background. The reason why quantity is important is because, number one, if you're able to write lots of words about what your business offers, then Google will assume that you are an authority in that area. You know what you're talking about, which makes you trustworthy. Number two, if you're able to write a lot of words on your website, then Google will assume that somewhere in those words are the answers that their customers are looking for, which makes you a relevant website to put up in front of their customers. Google cares very much about their customers' experience, and they want the right, most relevant, most trusted websites up on the first page to make their customers happy. Okay. Now let's take a look at the quantity of words on your site. So you have 3,200 words on your homepage here. You have under 500, so about a third of what you would probably need. For your ADA showers, yep, you're at 500. That's great. For walk-in tubs, you are at 800. Good. That's over what we need. And for home mod at 700. Great. From a quantity point of view, we would just need to up the volume on your homepage. But let's go ahead and talk about quality. We were talking about quantity before. Let's talk about quality now. When we talk about quality, it's the choice of words that you've written into your content. It is really important that written throughout your content are what we call keywords or keyword phrases. Here is an example of a keyword phrase. ADA remodel Atlanta. Now, I've chosen Atlanta because Cartersville is close-ish to Atlanta, but also Cartersville only has 20,000 people, not a large population. Maybe it's an aging population, so maybe you do have a good customer base there. I'm not sure, but I've used Atlanta because we're more likely to get the results that we need by throwing the net wide. Okay, so here is a keyword phrase: ADA remodel Atlanta. To write your content from a quality point of view, we need to choose at least 20, if possible, of these kinds of keywords that describe your services in the locations that you do those services. So here I've got Atlanta. You would also look for keywords, for example, that covered Cartersville, Alpharetta, Roswell, and on all the large sort of population centers around your location that you service. Once we've got that list of keywords, you need to write your content around those keywords so that your content contains the keywords, so that when someone does a search like this using this exact keyword, when that keyword is mentioned in your content, Google can make a match between this search and your site, and it allows them to put you up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening for your website. These are the two numbers I'd like you to look at right now. Firstly, 0 organic traffic per month. So on average, directionally, you don't have any visitors finding your website, which means probably why you're spending a lot of time on Facebook looking for customers that way, because your beautiful website is not finding any traffic. One of the reasons being, here's the other number I want you to look at, 0 organic keywords. That means to say that the keywords, the organic keywords, for example, the ADA Remodel Atlanta, you do not have any of these keywords written into your content in any way that the Google algorithm is able to read and index. So there's 0 keywords. Basically means that Google doesn't know what your website is about. Let's, for example, look at one of your competitors, Atlanta Home Mods. They show up for every keyword search that I do related to ADA homes, accessibility homes, etc. Now, they get about 26 visitors to their website a month. It's not a great deal, but they may be converting half of these into customers, or even a quarter of these into customers. That's a lot of business. But look how many keywords they have, 636. Now, as examples, these are the keywords we want to write in throughout your website. Stairlifts Atlanta, Georgia, walk-in tubs, Atlanta, residential elevator, maybe not so much. So these are keywords that describe the service and the location. And now they've got an example of a few here, but we would need to find more and write them into your content. Okay, so that's from the quality point of view. So we've covered content, and there's some work that we can do here to make sure that Google understands your website and gets you the traffic that you need. The second thing that I said I'd talk to you about, backlinks. A backlink is the number of times another website connects to your website, which drives trust. Now you have 32 backlinks from 5 other websites linking to you, which gives your website a trust score here of 1.7%. So 1.7 out of 100, it's not really a strong trust score. When Google trusts you and finds you relevant, they will rank you. Currently, they don't find you relevant or trustworthy. So this is why rankability is not something that you're seeing right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at Atlanta Home Mods. Okay, this is very interesting. They have a lower trust score than you do from a vastly greater number of backlinks. This actually is an opportunity for us. If we built up your backlink profile, built up your organic keywords in your content, you would start getting all the traffic that they are. Okay, because this is not a very highly trusted website, but at least Google knows what this website is about. Okay, so that's backlinks. Our process here would be to go out and source a great number of websites that will agree to link back to your website. We make sure that they are not spammy websites. We make sure that they are trustworthy and relevant websites. And we request or pay for a link back to your site, which drives trust score. Okay. The third thing I said I'd talk to you about are citations. Now, citations is any mention of your business name, address, and phone number in an online directory, like BBB, Yelp, Yellow Pages, and hundreds of others that you've never heard of, probably. This gives you direct access to the maps section. Now, this means that you could be in the maps section here, which are the first 3 results ever shown, and also have a spot here in the organic search. See Glazer, one of your competitors. They are also in the map section. They're getting a great deal of traffic as a result of this. Okay, so that's the third thing I wanted to mention to you as to how you could get your website highly visible in Google. I want to throw something extra in here for you too. Now, this is a very specific niche that you're in. There's some search volume, but not a great deal. There's another option for you in order to get traffic coming to you. Now, what I'm looking at here, this is cost per click. This is the cost that the cost that you would be charged per click into your website if we ran Google ads for you. Some of this is not that expensive. Stairlifts, Atlanta, Georgia. It's only $4 to get a click. That could be a cost per customer acquisition that is not so high. Now, walk-in tubs, it's a little more expensive, but it may be worthwhile thinking about adverts too. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. I appreciate you watching my video. More than happy to answer any questions, and I very much look forward to speaking to you again sometime shortly. Thank you.